Good evening, my name is Taquasia Gibson, and this is my blog number 7 for Black Psychology. The question is, how can you be personally active in dismantling obstacles to Black progress in one of the following areas: education, health, or mental health? I personally chose mental health because of the career field that I want, and I want to be a therapist for foster care kids. And whenever I read this prompt, it reminded me of an interview that I had seen with Lauryn Hill where she had spoken on knowledge, and she said that she believes that knowledge is something to be shared. So every time she learns something, she feels as though she needs to pass it on to someone else so that they can also pass it on, and so forth. And that's kind of how I feel about, well, that's exactly how I feel about my experience in college, and especially my experience under the psychology major, because in Black psychology, it has taught me a lot of things about Black history that I didn't consider. There was a lot of things going on. Well, there is a lot of things going on generation to generation that I didn't realize was a problem, or certain things that I didn't realize play a big factor in our everyday lives. For example, the media that we take in. Whenever we just recently passed this unit, but we had spoken on whenever someone sees something that's very traumatizing, a lot of times, most of the time, they have a response to it as though they've already lived it. So they have a PTSD response to it. And recently, especially because we live in a day of everything being on our phones, so we see everything whether we want to or not. So a lot of times we're constantly consuming very harmful things, and although we don't think that it's bothering us, or we don't think that it's impacting us, it is playing a big toll on our mental health. And as someone who wants to be a therapist, and I'm expecting to have I'm expecting to have Black youth, I want to be able to teach them that certain media that they can be taking in might be playing a part in their mental health. So I want to be able to sit down and express that to them, especially if something happens around the time I have one of my clients. I want to be able to express to them, this media that you could be consuming could be harmful to you, and here's ways to combat it. I'm not sure if that's the word that I want to use, but here's ways that you can make yourself here's ways that you can protect your mental health. That's what I was using. That's what I was looking for. Excuse me. Also, another thing, we talked about this at the very beginning of my class. The very beginning of my semester, we were speaking on Black health in women and our mental health. And one of the things that I had seen a lot, but of course I didn't think too much of it, was the image of a strong Black woman. And I didn't think about how that could be harmful for a lot of strong Black women, and how that can be harmful for their mental health. Another thing, I got sidetracked because I just had another thought that's really big to me. I come from a very strongly religious family, and whenever there is mental health problems, a lot of times they tell you to take it to church. And this is something that's really important to me, that I want to be able to dismantle, because of course I never want to go against anyone or their religion, but I also want to be able to, whether it be in my family or with my friends, I want to be able to make going to therapy okay. I want it to be normalized. And sometimes you have to start at home, and I want to be able to work from the inside out. So I want to be able to work within my own home and let them know, hey, I see that you're going through this, so here's ways that you can manage your stress, or here's ways that you can as a Black woman, for a lot of my female figures, for my women figures, they take on a lot. So I want to be able to show them that you're still a strong Black woman, even whenever you're having a low day. You're still a strong Black woman whenever you don't feel your strongest. I want to be able to show them that it's okay to be a strong Black woman and still need to go to therapy. And as a Black woman, I feel like a lot of times I had to teach that to myself, and this class helped me a lot with it. and I want to be able to pass that on to other Black youth, or also older Black people.